Alright, it's October 17th, 2020. I am in front of Long Island National Bank. The two security officers working Bay Terrace apparently got a priority call to sit in front of Starbucks like somebody might do something. I find that all hilarious. It's special interest. Idiots. But whatever. So here's the thing. The special interest groups, like, I'm aristocratic for a bureaucratic purpose, well above the political communist socialist bullshit you got down at, like, the common folk. Here's where the words lose you. When I am born, because I'm here to fix the time machine. Believe it or not, there is a piece of time that is broken. Space and time is broken. I'm the piece to fix it. So that made me kind of like an important priority and made me kind of like the most wealthy person in theory on the planet. So now, in theory, I'm the most wealthy person on planet, but I'm born penniless. There's no money whatsoever. Here. There's no coin, there's no anything. So now, when there's none of that, and my Commonwealth extends to my genetic carbon copies of whatever I have. Now, we know, I mean, my Nazi proper being the, what's in a World War II Nazi poster kid for like Hitler's youth camp. Oh my god, yeah. That's what she's gonna look like when she's born, and her parents before her, just so Europe and whatever New York is calling itself when she arrives. So the two parts of the Atlantic Ocean that touch, right? So those two little pieces have one purpose of the timepiece, and the Nazi washing machine repair crew can get Secret Service, whatever they're calling themselves, in one language, which happens to be English because it's the only one she knows, to where her little caterpillar comes out of her crown. You crown a baby and then it's born, and then they name it something, right? So the crown I came out of was Linda Marie Gunder, so I came out of a Gunder, and I was, right, papered onto toilet paper that the humans used to identify one another as Nicole Cataruza. All right, okay, so there we go. There's one stretch of reality on the two sides of the Atlantic for all you special interest assholes. So then I've got some kind of coin pot money system, and then I've got a whole bunch of people fighting for that one coin pot system. Sounds very communist and socialist to me, how it gets distributed between special interests being socialists' interests of every shitbag that doesn't belong in New York, that lives outside. And then it sounds very communist in the sense that everybody's fighting over it, and everybody's commonly nice until they get what evil agenda they had into the works and start confusing everybody. That's not white Nazi poster proper for Goddess NYX in New York City the day I arrive. So now, here's my question. How did you get my fucking part so wrong? Well, somewhere between Aristocrat being kingdom of where I belong as the timepiece and the only agenda that will ever be on Plan and Plan ET, which is planet, PLAN, plus the letters E for epsilon, and T for the timing of whatever. Right, that's planet. Oh my god, yeah, the land mass. Yeah, that would be mine on Spracha for the mission I had. What's missing, however, is like the human participation from the color I needed. I don't really give a fuck what you call yourself, but I don't see any of you here, and none of you have been helpful thus far in getting me to the marriage I needed for the correct carbon copy piece. Other than that, I really don't care what the fuck you at Commonwealth and Common nism and socialism and poorly educated, stupid fucking idiots that confuse each other with agendas and speech and who's more important than who, and we're all together now, right? Yeah, so you as the people are now all communists, and you're relying on what, like social graces to get you somewhere in like, I have the capsid lock system where I just break your genetics until there's nothing left of you, and I really don't give a shit, and I don't owe you a cure. So now, when does human become useful for myself in my one position? That's the most important. I'm just curious. Right, because I really haven't seen you being useful in my one purpose to get one cunt, one cock, one clock, which is the only washing machine and genetics and timing piece importance to fix space and time, which then helps out with the rest. I mean, you stole all the Commonwealth completely. You've distributed it a communist and socialist way that I can't, you never took my word. You just took all my words from me and then said you had no purpose for me and my real presence. So now I'm just curious at what point, I mean, because my daily schedule was supposed to be protected by my betrothed, the one I'm promised to in order to marry, to have our extra special children and the pivotal timepieces. But instead, special interest groups intervened at some point, bought out with their commonwealth my schedule. They put all their shitbag people speaking in my face and my ear to see how I would react in master puppet theater of nobody gives a shit, they're all fucking cesspool genetics. And you made this into a big fucking game. I really don't care how many of you die for these crimes. The quicker the fucking better, as far as I'm fucking concerned. I got one agenda, one goal, one pot of money, and I got one set of schedule. All of which you've sold to one another, and then lied to one another, then protected one another, and my life gets increasingly fucking worse. And I couldn't give two shits about your fucking story. Cause your story and the words out of your fucking puppet theater mouth don't fucking matter to anyone ever in any area, space, and time. I assure you that. From an aristocratic point of view. So now, when do humans become useful to me and to Niklaus? Just curious.